everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. Did I say that right? Okay, anyway, and also the new Sweet Pea Papers YouTube channel membership. It's only $1.99 a month, and you get 2 live sessions a month, plus 25% off in the shop, or 20% off in the shop. Sorry about that. Took that 5% right back from you, didn't I? Today we're going to be doing my design team project for Sunflowers and Doors and Mandy. Now this kit is, oh my gosh, ink stained grunge. I knew the name of it. So there's another ink stain kit that she has as well that I like really much, really a lot, and I published the tutorial for that last month at the end of the month. So you can go back and check that one too if you want to check out how I use the other ink stain kit. I know I say a lot. My friend told me, she said, you say it all the time. So we're going to be making a 2-page or 2 signature journal. We may not get through the whole thing in our videos that we have allotted. I've moved the camera down closer, so I hope that helps some of you. And I've moved it over towards the middle a little bit more. It's still a little bit of an angle. You can tell by looking at the glass. To turn the glass straight, I have to kind of turn it at an angle. So hopefully I'll stay in the work area for you. Let me know in the comments if I wander out too far or too much. So yeah, so this is the way I laid out the signatures. I have the cover that I thought I inked, but obviously I don't know how to do it because I missed this whole corner. Anyway, so I inked around all of the printed pages, and but not obviously the black pages. So to avoid having these 2 pages next to each other, I put a black page in. It still has a little bit of white chalk on it. I had to cut them down. These print out smaller because Mandy's overseas for me. She's on the European continent. And so they're smaller top to bottom, but the same size width. So turn off your fit to page and your borderless when you print these to get the prints at the right size. If you don't do it the right size, then you'll cut off some of the border. You know, you cut off some of the edge when it zooms in to fill the page. Okay? And then I have these 2, but because I had to turn it around to make it into the cover, because I had printed this paper on the back of everything. Okay? So then I put this envelope in here, and I opened it up. It really looks like this. So I cut the 2 tabs off. Okay? And then I put this in like this. And I really, to tell you the truth, should have inked this right here, because there's a little white line there where you're supposed to fold it. Okay. And then there's one of these for each signature. And there's one black envelope for each signature, and we'll get to that one. And then we have one of these next to one of these. One of these next to one of these, broken up by the black elevator. The black envelope flap. This one has the tear off tape, but we're going to cover it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then so there's a written page. Then to avoid having 2 of these together, because you have to turn the page around for the center of the signature, I put another black piece of paper in that I had cut down. So then you have that and this, and then this is the center of this one, and this is the one we're going to work on. And then if we get done with this one, then we'll start on this one. This one was made the same way. Okay, so I am not going to do anything on the outside of the signature because there's so many pages in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The envelope is 6, 7, 8, 9 pages, plus the other envelope, which is 10 because I didn't count it. I didn't see it. Where's the... I have one in here. I know I put it in here. It should be up here. Did I or did I not have an envelope in here? I know I did. There it is. So that's, what, 11? Good grief. Okay, so I haven't planned anything out. We've got this manila folder looking piece of ephemera, and it's pretty good size. It's the size of the page almost. And then I've got this cool envelope that we'll fold up and put something inside of, and I printed on the back of this with this. Ignore that extra line. We'll put some washi or something there so you don't see it. And then this is the front side of the folder, and we'll probably either glue this to the page, maybe cut off the tab, glue it to the page, and then have it, you know, open and close. I needed to ink that. And then, so that would give us a flap like this. Otherwise the letters would be upside down. Okay, and then we'll use this. So we're going to use one in one signature, one big item in the other signature. There's a lot of ephemera. A lot of it is large, so I've got it paper clipped together down in here. So there's tags and bingo cards and labels and little bitty tags. And these I was thinking of having us make a ring out of these to go along with the journal, like to match. And then we have these little teeny tiny items, a couple of tabs, 2 cutouts, fussy cut ephemeras that are cards with people in them. Kind of cool. And I cut this all out with my scan and cut. I didn't cut it all out. You can tell because this has got a white edge on it. My scan and cut is offset. It needs to be recalibrated. And then down in here we have 3 cards that look like manila folders. Then we have a giant tag and a giant pocket that it fits in. And I'm thinking of putting that on the black page. And then we have this giant pocket, which is supposed to be, these are supposed to be, there should be lines here to show you where to fold it. And then another line here. So there's not, so I'm actually going to use it like this. It makes the pocket bigger. And it's kind of cool to see the card in the corner. So maybe we'll use this. And let's see. There's some ephemera that just goes on the pages. It's hard to see it when it's on top of the other lettered stuff. So there's some ephemera that can for gluing on. And I thought we'd fold this in half and make a little journal. And then, oh, we've got 2 of these, or 3 of them. And I was going to put 1 in each signature, or 2 in one signature. And then I forgot to cut the centers out, so we won't do that until another video. I'll put these 3 out so I see them. Okay, and then we have this card. This card could go in here. Okay, so that's what we've got. So what do we have that we can put in here? How about these 2 tags? Yeah, we can do that. So let's do those 2. I think I worked it out that we need to do like 4 pages of video, but I don't think we're going to get that many done in one video. So that's why I know we're not going to, that's to get 1 signature done. So I know we're not going to get to both. So I'll decorate 1 off camera. And there's more of these, but they're smaller, so they're in with the smaller stuff. These 2 big ones can go. Can't believe I didn't do this before. Drives me crazy. So I have 1 of these. I haven't inked any of the ephemera. A little corner piece. And there's one other crookedy one in there. Crookedy, that's my word. There's 1 of these. My Scan and Cut ate out a little bit of it, but that's okay. We'll put some washi on it or something. And then 1 of those. So I'm going to keep all these together. I don't know why it cut out the little doohickeys on this one, but it didn't on this one. Oh, because they're punch holes. They look more like punch holes. Okay. So let's do these first 2 pages. Is this too big to put in that pocket? Not if we make it a tuck. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it and see. I was thinking we would paper clip it to a page, you know, somewhere inside, or fold it in half and make it into a booklet. So I'm not going to fold it until I decide what to do with it. I was going to paper clip these together. So I've got them to put on the page. And we'll try the big tag, and if not, we'll put the 2 smaller tags in. So let's put, I think we'll put the big pocket on here, this angled pocket. No, because then if the card tips, it won't fall out of the journal. And then we'll put this one on this side, and it has the white lines, so I'll probably cut those off and make a straight pocket, and then trim this down on the sides a little bit on either side so that it fits in the pocket. And then we'll do a little bit of stuff to it. This is cool. So if we folded it in half and made it into a booklet, we could put it all the way down in the pocket and put the 2 tags in too. But the thing is we've got a lot of pages to fill. I can put in more black envelopes that we can put on the pages. That'll be kind of cool. Make a flip out. You know, and things like that that will help us have something for every page. This is the side. The scanning cup decided not to, it left a white edge here and then made a divot there where the cream color was. I really like it as a card. I have to ink both sides anyway. I apologize. This one I should have inked ahead of time. So I'm gonna go, I set my timer for an hour instead of 45 minutes. So the video may be a little bit longer because we have so much to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this on the page. Do I want to? I think I can make it a pocket. No, I can't. Oops, let's see. Nope. I'm gonna have to make it a tab to use this as it is. So, do we want a booklet and two tickets? That looks better. So now for now, I'm just going to leave this folded in half. I may put one or two coffee dyed papers in the middle, but I'm not sure about that yet because of our time issues. I may not do that on camera. I have company this weekend. My friend Sid is staying, and his cute little dog came along with them, so that's fun for Oz. He has a little friend to play with and chase around the apartment. So if I have to say something to the dogs during the video, I apologize, but they've been real good. They've been quiet. They haven't really barked, except when people go up and down the stairs to go to work. Chewy, his name is Chewbacca. Chewy isn't used to it. Oz, and then Oz will start barking. So, oh, and I said his name, and here he is. Are you gonna beg Oz, and so everybody can hear you whine? He loves paper. In my big journal. Oh, I wanted to mention this. The Junk Journal January daily journal that I did a live to show the flip through of it, but apparently the live I didn't print on the back of the big pocket page. There were 4 of these on one page. So let's go ahead and make it a pocket then. So that means we want to run glue not along the diagonal, just along the 2 edges that come off this little diagonal. And then we'll put our pocket in. I could have inked that pocket a little better. So then let's just put these in. I didn't ink them on the back, did I? I did. Sorry. Took up all that time. And then we'll stick this in here. Let's see if we can put it in where you, yeah, there we go. Put it in so you can see it in the corner. And you could kind of pick it up and tug it down in there a little bit more so that it goes straight. Let's take this big one and unfortunately ink it as well. I'm going to try to make this pocket, I guess I better see. I better wait until I put the pocket in and see how much I need to trim off. It'd be silly to take up your time inking it, and yeah, the scan and cut had cut down in there anyway. It did a little bit on this side. Oh, my hands, boy. Too much coffee? I don't know. Yeah, see, it cut into that part too. It tried to follow the white line like I'm doing now, but it couldn't. All right, so we've got this big pocket, but we have to put glue around the edges, or we could put washi around the edges and washi it in. But it looks like I've got enough room. We could still put washi around the 3 straight sides though. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, I think we have enough room for the glue. Usually with the gusseted pockets, I usually cut the tabs off, but there was no line on this one, so I was able to use it this way without there being a line. Even if there's a thin line in this print, you know, it may not be noticeable or kind of look like it's supposed to be in the print, you know. And oh yeah, this ate the corner of this, so I have to cut it off anyway. I have to make it a little bit shorter. So I printed this on the back of everything else because there were pockets and tags on the same page, you know what I mean, and I needed to print on the back of the tags. So let's get this in here. I don't want it to go all the way to the bottom because I want to kind of put some stuff around it a little bit if I can. And then we need to make sure this will fit, so it'll fit the size it is, I think. Yeah, but I have to cut it down because of the scan and cut eating out the corner. So let's just make it a rectangular tag. Or a tag that's straight on one side and cut on the other. I like that idea better, since I had to cut off so much on the one side where the scan and cut ate it. I'm going to ink this a little bit, and I'm going to punch out some of it. I'm going to make it look like I inked all the way around it evenly, and then I'll punch out some of it, and at least there won't be the white. Or the other thing I can do is put a piece of washi across here, or a piece of paper, and then punch the hole. Or no hole at all. I can just cover it up. Which I kind of like the idea of no hole at all, because I didn't get anything out to put through the hole. So maybe I've got this washi, but I've got these, and I thought some of these might look cool. And then I've also got these that I thought would be alright, and these two, and these two, and this one. So this is the right width. So let me put this across here. And I'm just going to put it across the hole. Or no, let's do it this way. I'm amazed those aren't rolling all over the place. Okay, so we've got that, and let's look at maybe the black. I don't think the grays and this lighter black. Let's see. I would consider both of those black. And I'll put that back up there. Or maybe let's do I think Sid thinks I'm on chat and not recording. I should have put recording a video on the door. And I'm just going to run it down to where these numbers start. And I put it on crooked. This washi comes up pretty easily, but it stays down really well. And I'm not trying to put it right on the edge, except for at the top. And all that corner folded under again. My neighbor's washing machine is running because, you know, they're so considerate. It's 5:30 in the morning. You're not supposed to do anything until 8. But I'm down here talking, so. I ended up making a big mess out of the end of that. So we'll just make it a little bit shorter. No problem. Oh. And I think one more shorter piece. Okay, that looks cool. And we'll put that in the pocket. And then let's fix the pocket up to match the tag a little bit. How about that? So we'll use the same washi that we used on the pocket, on the tag, and we'll run it this way on the pocket. And then we used this one. Oh, I'm doing it the opposite. Yeah, that works out better because then I don't have to try to cut it out around the curve. This is the one I think that the edge comes up on. And then the gray one. I know you guys are thinking, wow, she's working right on the page. She didn't take pages out. Oops. So we're echoing it, so it makes it like a cohesive pattern. I made that crooked. Let's see if this works better. Sometimes it's easier with the scissors and sometimes it's easier with the other. And then we're putting this on upside down because I've got the page upside down right now. Well, that one doesn't go up quite as far, but look, I've turned the whole thing all the way around. Okay. So we've got this. Now we could, and I might still, do the same pattern up here on the black paper so that when you take the tag out, then the pattern is echoed up here again. Okay, so that's something for me to do off camera. You get the idea. Then on the backs of this is going to be another black page and then a big empty page, writing page here. So on this page, what are we going to do? Well, all we have are, let's take one of the extra pages that I printed out. This is the same on both sides. Oh no, it's not. That is different. Huh, I like this side better. Let's make a belly band with this. And then we'll either make a tag or something out of one of the number ones. And we will... Now these two should be the same length. Yeah, and we'll just cut a, let's say a 2-inch wide belly band. I had to grab that before it hit the floor because Oz is sitting right underneath the paper trimmer. When he hears the paper trimmer, then he comes running. Oh, I don't want to put the lid on. Put a lid on it. And we could have left this as a writing page because you can always use one of those white Jelly Roll pens. Okay, so we'll put this on here. So then we have to do something on it and in it. And we can put this big envelope in it. Or we can put this in it and have it over the top, like, it's not folded the way it's supposed to be. Well, this is the way it's supposed to go. That would put the tab at the top and put it in like this. Let's see how far that would swing open if I did it that way. It's got a tab on both sides. No Oz. Alright, I can live with that. It's going to go... Oh, you know why, though? We can't do that because it's going to go all the way in. I have to put it in this way. And I can't do it that way either unless... Because I didn't put the belly band or the thing way over here. So... we still can put it in like this. And then this will need to be decorated. And then on this side, we thought what we would do is let's see what I've got here. Take something small or smallish. Where's my other tray? Oh, right in front of me. Oh, this is what I could have made the band out of. And start with it. Oh, that's upside down. Okay. So then, after I get put it up here to get it farther away from this. Oh, look, it kind of looks like a pocket, doesn't it? Let's do this and put one of those smaller tags in. Leave the rest for writing. I think it is a tab. I mean a pocket. This fits in here, I'll move it down. And I'll just take the glue eraser, or can I get it off with my finger? I can get it off with my finger, it's still wet enough. It'll roll right up into little balls of glue. Balls of sticking, which I wipe off on my floor, yay. Okay, let's move it down. I still don't want it at the bottom, really. I think Oz is looking at the screensaver on my big computer from the sitting on the floor. So if we're going to put it in folded, we need to put it in this way. That's better. We could make a small journal out of this versus that other little booklet. I think we'll do that. I'll get some coffee dyed paper together. Where do I have some right here? Oh, I have some right here. Just coffee dyed the top. We're going to cut it down anyway, so that's okay. Okay, so we've got that in there, and then we want to make a booklet out of this, but let's not. We won't put so many pages because this is cardstock. We'll just do one more page. So I'm going to trace around this. I don't know why I folded it first. But I'm not going to trace the tab. So that way, therefore, I can just do this. And then cut it off right there too. Like I said, don't fold it first. Don't do what I did. Do what I say. Okay, now this is small enough that we can use the stapler. I don't know if my punches for my stapler is going to reach or not, so I'm going to get out my pad and I'll come back and ink these pages with the black soot off camera. Because we've only got like 10 minutes. So we may not use the full hour. So we've done 4 and I didn't really make any plans past that. I didn't intend to make this into a booklet. So still a little big, isn't it? The height is okay. I'll just trim this a little bit. One of them's a little crooked anyway. Oh, I can't do the stapler until I ink the pages. I won't be able to ink them if I staple them. My phone just made that little noise. I'm looking over at my computer thinking it was a notification on Discord for a job, writing articles, and you have to be the first one to jump on it, which I don't really think is fair. Wow, this is boring. Fast forward through this part until you don't see me holding these anymore. I apologize. I didn't think of it till the last minute. And then, yeah. Oh, I did this one already. Okay. Fair enough, quick enough. Both done. No, I didn't do this side. I knew that seemed like I got done too quick. Then I'll probably come back, if I have any of the little tags and stuff left, come back and use them as collage ephemera on other things that we already have. Oh, and I know what we could put on that belly band. We've got those words. Okay. I think this will reach. No, it won't. So then you just take something. This has a bunch of these bags inside of it. It makes it cushy. And just staple it from the inside. No, staple it from the outside towards the inside. Now, this one I probably could just staple in one place, but... And when I do this, the little prongs are going to stick out. See, I stapled it a little bit off the line. And so I have to flip it over and manually bend them over with your thumbnail or your thumb. My thumbnail on this side is sore. I cut my nail too short. Ow. Okay. You see, that one I did right on the line. Except in here. So it's gonna fold a little funny. The paper slid. So we'll put that in there. This is going to be here. This is going to have to be upside down. And then you take it out and turn it over and you can write in it. Okay. Or we can just put it in this way. It'll be alright. It's fat enough now that it won't move. So then we'll take maybe this one. Oh yeah, and I want it this way. Oh no, Industrial Grunge. I want that for the cover. So we'll use Vintage. I think we can use one of the bigger ones. Glue it down. Yeah, it's just the width, maybe a little bit wider. Then I actually want to put some tape. Let me mark where it's going to be. Okay, I want to run some washi across, just like 2 pieces. Okay. Maybe just this one. No, where's my word? Okay. So I've got my lines. And we can glue it on like a belly band or a pocket. It's so big. Good grief. I think I'm going to do it as a pocket facing this way. So I guess we are going to go an hour. And then we'll put one of the smaller tags or something in there. Okay. Think of this one and put it in this way. How easy is that going to be to maneuver? I have a new maneuver. Can't remember what movie that's from. Put it in. Oh, just trim a little bit off the bottom. It'll fit right in there. I should have put this even with the edge. Yeah, And we'll just leave it like that. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me ink it because we're at the end of the video. And then we'll put this inside. Like so. So there, we've got a booklet already. In our first signature. It'd be kind of neat to make just a one signature journal in this. I could add 2 more pages to this, and it would be big enough to do as a single signature journal with a 1-inch spine maybe. And that would be kind of neat. Have something smaller and compact. Haven't done one of those in a long time. We might be able to get it done that way. Which is, it's not exactly a priority. We're just working with the papers, and that's the important part. To see the papers and work with the papers, and yeah, and all that stuff. Okay, all right, well, that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next video the day after tomorrow, because I publish every other day, and so this will be coming out on a Monday usually, and your next video will be on Wednesday. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.